To say that my life has been a roller coaster of emotions this year would be an understatement. And for you to understand where I'm at right now, I need to fill you in with some important details first. So about 6 months ago, I moved to Phoenix, Arizona to start medical school at the Mayo Clinic, armed with little more than my clothes, my computer, and a plastic table. And I didn't have much time to get my life together either, because medical school started in a week, but I had never lived alone before. To say that there were bumps in the road is putting it pretty nicely, and honestly, I lost track of how many times I felt like I had no idea what I was doing. And just adding on to all of that, I also filmed and recorded my first ever YouTube video in that time. It was about how to do well on the MCAT, and I must have filmed it, or at least attempted to film it, like 10 different times, because there was always a mistake. I was brand new to this. I had never really picked up a camera. I can go on and on, but the point is that despite having 10 different attempts at filming this first video, you can go back and you can see how nervous I was, because I was putting myself online for the very first time. And I don't know if you can tell right now, but I feel a lot more comfortable and a lot less nervous, and that has to do with this person that I've met, but more on that in a little bit. Anyways, before I had time to brace for it, my first real day of medical school was around the corner. This was the day that I had been working so hard for in pre-med. This was the day that I had been dreaming about for years. This was the day that was supposed to mark a new chapter in my life. And I got freaking destroyed. Like, it took one day, 8 hours of class for me to fall obscenely behind. And I immediately realized that I had to learn how to study all over again, because medical school showed me right away that it was a different animal and that it demanded respect. And these adjustments that I had to make definitely did not come easy to me. Like, I felt like I was being blasted every day with so much material, and there's no other way to describe it other than drowning. I felt like I was drowning. And while all of this is going on, I'm still trying to figure out what the heck is going on with YouTube. Like, I'm at the point now where I'm still uploading every week, but nobody is watching these videos except for me on repeat. But at least I'm learning what not to do. So what do my struggles in medical school have to do with anything or with anyone? I told you that you needed this background information, but where am I going with this? The reason that I'm telling you about my challenges is to help you understand that I met someone at a time where I was feeling stressed and when I was under pressure. Now, I'm pretty sure you could see how this could go one of two different ways. I could have met someone who encouraged me to keep fighting, or someone who encouraged me to quit. I could have met someone who encouraged me to stay positive, or someone who inspired pessimism. I could have met someone who filled my heart with warmth. I could have met someone who filled my heart with warmth, or someone who made me feel cold. So I was at a crossroads, and as much as I'd like to think that I made the right decisions on my own, I can't say that for sure. But thankfully, I've met someone in medical school who's inspired me to be the best version of myself. Someone who fills me with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Someone who makes me feel comfortable being myself. Someone who makes sure that I never feel lonely. Someone who always laughs at my unfunny jokes. Who encourages me to put my health first. Who motivates me to follow my dreams. And who has changed my life forever. And if you haven't figured it out yet, I'll give you a second to let it sink in. I met someone in medical school, and that someone is you. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't tell you how humbled and fortunate I am to be a part of this incredible community that we've built together. Some people I know like to tease me about the whole YouTube thing, and they'll say things like, "Oh, what did your fans think of this?" Or, "Have you met any of your fans in person?" And for some reason that never really connected or sat right with me, because I feel like we're more than that. I feel like we're friends, we're family. The fans thing doesn't sit right. Like, I started this YouTube journey for a lot of reasons, but one of them was I wanted to give back. But it's been clear to me that I'm the one who's been given the greatest gift of all. So thank you so much for that. I am so excited to start 2021 with you all. Until then, I love you, be safe, and peace.